get to see a blooper from a pageant or a controversial question that was asked at a pageant, or you'll hear or you watch reality TV, and things are really what pageantry is all about. More often than not, people with titles are making huge changes in volunteerism. They're getting scholarships. They're being able to make a difference in their community and change our world too. So we're all about trying to highlight those positive things that are happening. We do a show every Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and where we do specialty shows throughout the week, and then we also do live streaming. We've been to Miss Universe, we've been to Galaxy, we've covered Mrs. America, Miss America, lots of different systems that we go to and we highlight. But we love to be able to show all the positive things that are happening through pageantry. Yay! So with that being said, we're going to try to get our Sunday guest. If you haven't already, please fan us, and please make sure that you capture moments. We've got more capture, and then we start to the next level in being partnered. So please capture if you can. We've been having some technical issues today, so for anybody that's watching, please share this with your fans, and then, like I said, capture moments. Also too, if you'd like to look at replays, you can go to our YouTube channel and be able to watch our previous shows that we've had, as well as interviews that we've done, both live stream. Thank you so much, Sean, as well as interviews that we've done as well. So and if you'd like more information about the show, being a guest on the show, perhaps you want to contact me, or if you want to contact someone that's been on the show, you can always follow us on social media at Pageantry Now, Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. And our YouTube page is Pageantry Now Media, so subscribe. So with that being said, we're going to try one more time and see if we can get it to work. Fingers crossed. Come on, technology. Let's go. This is us being able to share our world. It's so important. And, we have people from all over the world that actually join the show or have been guests on the show as well. So, we want to be able to highlight that pageants are not just, something that you see that come from the States. Actually, they're huge all over the world. South America, in Asia, and, and also in Europe as well. So, Sean, let's try one more time. It's in, okay, I'm doing it again. I'm telling you, it's a server issue. There's something that's going on with, because of the Super Bowl, there's 2 people probably on because of the server. So fingers crossed, come on, let's work. If you guys have questions for our guest Rosanne, please ask them in chat, because, and I'll read stuff out so that she's not able to see me or hear me. So your friend is Miss England. Actually, there's been, I'm wondering which friend, because I actually got to spend, oh, we got you. We got to spend a lot of time with the women at Miss Universe, and I loved Miss England. She was fantastic. Oh, I know her last name is Birdie. Why can't I remember her first name? Isn't that horrible? All right, a guest to do. I don't see a video yet, so let's see. Can you see me? No. All right, I'll try it one more time. We got close that time. This is awesome. We've been trying to do this for an hour now. This is pretty bad. Normally you don't have this much of a challenge. I see you! Can you hear me? I can see you. And I can hear you. All right. So Rosanne, tell us about yourself. It keeps blank screen, so I don't know if she can see the chat or not. For anybody that's joining us, thank you for joining Pageantry Now. We're experiencing.
Hi.
Yay! Hi. Thanks, Tiffany. Tell us about yourself.
Hi, everybody. Can you see me?
Yay! Oh no, we lost her again. It was working. I'm telling you, there is an issue either with the Wi-Fi or with the connection. We'll try it one last time. You guys could hear her though, right? Yeah. Do you remember early days, Sean, when we would have problems like this? When we would have days where there were a lot of people on and we wouldn't be able to do broadcasts, but you guys could see me, and those are the good old days. There were tons of people when they're watching the show. We would have like 100 on at a time, 200, 300. See, those are the days we meet again. How are you and your brother? You good? Wow, this stinks. Okay, join the guest queue. I miss you guys. I know. I haven't. We've been doing shows just every Sunday. Although this last couple of days, I see you, Tiff. Type. I can see her. Can she see? Can you see me, Rosanne?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and get started then. And my name is Rosanne Plante, and I am Ms. Worldwide 2017-2018. And I was crowned on October 21st, 2017. This is my second time that I actually have held a title, but I've never held a national title, so I'm very excited about that. In 2016, I was Mrs. Iowa International and actually held that title for about 18 months because nobody else, I got a little sun in my office area here, because nobody else was crowned after. So I've actually been only doing pageants for about 2 years. This is my first national title, so I'm very, very excited about that. And I am originally from Sioux City, Iowa. I um, grew up and was raised in Sioux City, and my husband and Chad and I actually live in on an acreage, 10 acres, just outside Hinton, Iowa. And I have just a lot of sun here. I have a curtain here. Oh, now we have a lot of sun. So here, I'll just readjust just a tiny bit. There we go. So it's not quite so sunny. Just having all kinds of technical issues, Stacy. Wow. Okay. Sorry, everybody. I've had the morning sun. I had my curtains drawn, but now the sun is pretty hard to get around here. Hold on just a moment.
We're just having technical fun today. This is like,
Hopefully there, that's a little bit better. I moved the curtains, but uh, so I have been Ms. Worldwide 2017, 2018 since October 21st, and my platform is Mrs. Iowa International, and as Ms. Worldwide United is the Green Ambassador Program. I was a master gardener, and I became that about 14 years ago. And that's a program through Iowa State Extension. And you take an extensive class for about 4 months, twice a week. And then you donate 40 hours of community service and you become certified. And then you have to keep that up every year. So I've been an Iowa Master Gardener, and Chad and I are very, very passionate about gardening. And when we bought our acreage, we planted 3 acres in garden and hoped some of it would grow, and it all grew. So we had a lot of extra produce, and we started to donate it to local soup kitchens and also local food banks in the Siouxland area to feed the hungry. That first year, just our own acreage, we actually donated over 1,000 pounds. And when I was crowned Mrs. Iowa International and needed a platform, it was actually my husband Chad who said that we should go ahead and make that my platform and expand it. And so over dinner one night, we put it together. We called it the Green Ambassadors. We made a frog, the symbol, which is something special to me. Frog in our household stands for forever rely on God. And I set out to find 99 other individuals throughout the state of Iowa to represent the 99 counties. And I not only found 99 individuals, but I also went ahead and was able to find people in 5 other states. So we have green ambassadors all over the Midwest, and our goal is to expand that program from one coast to the other, and maybe even internationally. When I was Mrs. Iowa International, I actually became a nationwide spokesperson for Ample Harvest, and they actually do work both here in America and also across the world. So we have a hunger problem here in the United States, and the problem is not enough food, it's how it's distributed. And what people don't understand way also that grocery stores throw a lot of what we call ugly food away, and it's perfectly healthy. There's nothing wrong with it. So I am on a mission to feed the hungry, and so is my husband Chad. So that's what the Green Ambassadors do, and that is going to be a passion of ours for many years to come. Tragically, last year we added another plank to my platform. On November 15th, 2016, my husband was on his way to work, and a municipal city bus ran a light and did crash into his Chevy Tahoe, which rolled 3 times, and he was found hanging out by a seatbelt. He had to be extracted from the vehicle.
God.
I received the call about 2 hours later and was told in the emergency room he had 2 broken legs. And then at 5 o'clock that evening, I was told he had a traumatic brain injury. So we have been on quite a journey. And actually, I was finishing up my year as Mrs. Iowa, had no intention of doing another pageant, and actually met. We went to Madonna Rehab in Lincoln, Nebraska, which is about 2.5 hours from our home. And then we were in Omaha, Nebraska at a rehab facility. And it was there that I met Ellen McGovern, my wonderful director, who reached out to me and prayed for our family. And then I became involved with her pageant system and then became her national title holder. But the new part of our platform is gardening as therapy. And Chad's therapist asked us many times what we could do to get him involved. He was a very handy person. He was an engineer. He was hurt, and he had just got a master's in project management. And so his project at the rehab facility, not the hospital, but the facility, he built, with help of his assistant and the therapist, a raised wheelchair bed. And so gardening has become therapy, not only for him, but for me as well. And also, pageantry has become my therapy as a caregiver. So I would love to report he's a miracle. We're very blessed. Nobody has ever seen anybody come in as bad a shape as him and into the hospital and walk back in for outpatient therapy. So it's been a very long road. It's been 14.5 months. But I'm pleased to say that Mr. Iowa has now become Mr. Worldwide, and he is helping with my pageantry. He actually made me a wonderful giant crown and built me a float for our Christmas parade, and he is participating actually this weekend in one of my appearances, and he's making a miraculous recovery. We have 6 more months of therapy and in front of us, and then we'll see what happens. But I'm very blessed to have my husband home, and it's been a tough road, but pageantry has helped us really overcome that. And a very dark time, we had the shine of pageantry and the friendships I made, and that made all the difference. So that's a little bit about Ms. Worldwide. And our pageant is going to be this July 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th in Omaha, Nebraska. We'll be crowning possibly four new national title holders. And I just can't wait to tell everybody a little bit more about it when we don't have these technical problems, but I'm excited to meet your viewers. I'm reading some of the comments now, and yes, it is a blessing, and we are so very, very, very we're just blessed. I just can't say enough. Chad's drive and determination, and as our neurologist said, I wouldn't take no for an answer. And I came home that first night and said, this isn't how Mr. and Mrs. Iowa are going to go down. So it really is. We believe that we were chosen to bear witness to this and to tell the story. And I'm actually starting to write a book about it, and I hope to publish it for other family members, because until you actually
Amazing.
get involved in this and become part of this horrible, I don't know if you want to call it sorority, fraternity, or whatever, you have no idea about traumatic brain injuries and how they affect everything. And Chad had to start over. He had to learn how to sit up. He had to learn how to hold his head up. He had to learn how to walk, how to go to the bathroom. It was truly like starting over in just one instance. So, oh, I have a question about Fast Versations, and that is a podcast that I'm doing with my amazing pageant sister, Tiffany, and I know she's watching, and I can't wait to meet her in real life. But we interview people at least once a month, and we have an exciting series coming up about pageantry and
Okay.
really pageantry 101. For anybody who wants to get involved and says, what's the difference between Ms. and Mrs., or what's the difference between Ms. pageants and when you're married, or what are categories? What do judges look for? So Tiffany and I are actually planning a whole series. But Tiffany and I go on and we do something similar to this, except it's just we just do it on the without seeing people. We just actually do it via phone. But she is very generous and has invited me to be her co-host. So I'm very excited about that. And we're always looking for guests. We have an exciting lineup in the next few months, but we're always looking for more people. I also been doing, and also just booking a lot of appearances. I have appearances booked out until April and May, and I'm excited. It's a huge month. I have about 10 appearances, and I kicked it off Friday with the Open Bowl fundraiser for our food pantry here in Sioux City. So I'm passionate about that because I donate. But next Friday, the 9th, Chadna is taking me to prom, and our local Sunnybrook Community Church is having a night to shine, and they are one of 500 churches across the United States that's holding a prom for special needs students, anywhere between ages 14 and up. And Chad and I will be at the crowning station, crowning lots of new kings and queens, and it's a night to make those people shine, and it's a night to give them hope and to give the caregivers some joy, and we are very excited about that.
That's so amazing.
So I also have a question about areas of competition. We have 3 for worldwide pageants, and the reason that I love our system is that it is really based on community service. So just like Mrs. International was community service, so is Ms. Worldwide. So 50% of your score is your platform. So for instance, my platform was the Green Ambassadors. Everybody can have a different platform, and it's exciting to see what everybody comes up with and what they're passionate about. I know that I recently crowned Mrs. Nebraska, and her platform is all about a very rare genetic condition her daughter has. Of course, Tiffany has the SASH students against self-hatred, and so that's her platform. So it's really important to us at Worldwide Pageants that you have a platform and a passion. So that's the biggest area. We also have fitness wear, and then we also do evening gown. There is a beach wear photo shoot at nationals, but is not judged. And then of course we'll have on-stage questions to see how fast you can think on your feet, so to speak. So we're very excited about that, and it's going to be, like I said, 4 days in Omaha, Nebraska. 4 days in Omaha, Nebraska, and that'll be coming up July 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th.
Wow.
And I was going to see if there's any more questions. This was going to be kind of teaser until I can come back and we don't have a major sporting event going on. Let's see if there's any more questions. Well, if there's not, I want to sign off on a beautiful evening here from Iowa. And I'm so excited to meet all your viewers. I hope that I can come back and tell you even more about the system and about all the things I do and be able to share and also give you some information. If anybody is interested in becoming a green ambassador, I don't want you to have to think that you have to have an acreage like us with 10 garden crazy. But I developed a program so that somebody can have one plant on their porch or on their deck, or you can do a row of hope we call it, or you can do a patch um, to feed the homeless in your area. You can take it to your local food bank. But if anybody's interested in that, I am available on Facebook at Miss Worldwide and also Instagram Miss Worldwide 2018. So if anybody would like to contact me, I also offer garden tips and garden education, and I also do speaking engagements about that through my Master Gardener program. So if anybody would like to book me or find out more about how to become one of my green ambassadors, please look me up in those areas.
Yay!
So, well,
Oh
I
my
think for now
God!
I'm going to sign off. And so everybody have a great Sunday, and I look forward to seeing all of you and visiting very, very soon.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! What a story! How phenomenal! I am so impressed. Oh, Rosanne, I really wish that, I mean, honestly, you did a fantastic job. And I know that you couldn't hear what we were saying, but I guess this worked out really well. We were able to ask questions in chat. Uh, you are phenomenal, and what a huge inspiration. And I think that it is amazing that you're really taking, this trial and tribulation that you are both going through and using it in a positive way. I know several people that have been affected by traumatic brain injury, and several title holders that have as well. And so I understand that it is a day-to-day process and you never know what to expect. But I think that the fact that you're taking your additional passion of gardening and be to feed to feed not the homeless, to feed people, is phenomenal. You really are taking, those negatives and changing them into positives. I know that many of the food banks in the country are struggling because of the hurricanes and because of disaster relief. Not just the hurricanes, but the fires, and then also the mudslides, and plenty of food in the United States gets thrown away and discarded because it's not pretty. But to see that you are really taking those negatives and being able to turn it around and help the people that are needed and help your food banks locally, and then also through the ambassadorship, I think is amazing. So, national disasters in general. Yeah, I know. And I hurricanes, because of course I'm in Florida and we were affected by the hurricanes, but there have been so many national disasters this last year, that there are so many people that really do not have quality access to quality food, and they're still not back in their homes, and they're really struggling. And so just like with the Red Cross, the disaster relief in general is hurting right now, and food banks in specific are desperately. So we are so grateful to you and making a difference and being able to not just change your world in Iowa, but you really are changing our communities nationally. So we are grateful for that. So thank you so much, Rosanne, for being on, sharing your story. Hoping that we can be, and Mackenzie, thank you for sharing, and Cassie, thank you for sharing. I really am so glad that you guys were able to catch this, and then hopefully we'll have more people that'll come on. You are a beautiful, well-spoken person. I started crying and you couldn't even see that I was upset, and I was like, oh my gosh. So when you go back and watch the video, you'll be able to watch it on YouTube. But you have an official diagnosis, Sean? Really? Oh, sorry. Side conversation, guys. I'm so grateful. Sean, what's going on? Thank you for being here, Rosanne. I mean, honestly, you had an amazing, inspirational story. And you're absolutely one of the reasons that we do this show, is because there's so many people that are wearing crowns and doing things and not getting the kind of recognition that they should, just because they're not part of one of the big pageant systems. And you still cover the big pageant systems, but the intent for this is to be able to give a more global positive view of what pageantry is about. So Sean, do you want to message me in Facebook? We'll talk on Facebook. So I'm so absolutely blown away. Like, and you know, that's one thing about this show and this experience is that we get to hear about people that are really overcoming adversity and being able to get through their struggles and be able to come out on the other side and not only have grown themselves. I mean, they're going through this particular situation on their own, but they're helping to inspire and assist other people through their process and their struggles too. And, you know, that's really what I think being human is about. So it's not just pageants, it's about being just positive human beings. So I really, I'm really grateful for you sharing your story and, you know, not Rosanne for not being, you know, afraid of being able to share what you're going through and letting your vulnerability be seen, but to be able to turn it into a strength. So kudos to you. Congratulations. All right. Thank you so much. I know it was a little crazy. Positivity for the win. High fives. Thank you so much, Mackenzie. I'm so grateful for you guys. I'm so glad that we're back to doing the show regularly and being able to really shine a light on many fantastically talented, under-recognized people that are really, you know, doing positive things. You know, Ellen DeGeneres needs to know more about these stories. So hashtag Ellen. Hashtag Ellen. Be kind to one another. Thank you. And we're so grateful for you, and we're so grateful for everybody that joins us. And you know, again, this is acts of 1,000. Okay, thanks, Sean. I appreciate it. Was it 1 million acts of good is what Ellen's doing right now, and clearly, you are Rosanne is part of the one. Well, you are too, Tiffany. I mean, honestly, beautiful people inside and out. What an amazing story. What amazing, inspiring women. I'm really, really happy that we had a moment to be able to share. Even if we couldn't hear each other, we were able to communicate that. So we're going to wrap this up, everybody, so that we can get on to, like, apparently there is some type of football game on today. I don't know. Not British football. Sorry, Sean. Your Tiffany is awesome. Football, the Super Bowl, but apparently it's taken up some bandwidth. So, oh, the Super Bowl, something going on in Minnesota. I heard. I don't know. Apparently, there's a bunch of people there playing a game, allegedly, in like 30 minutes. So with that being said, we're going to have Rosanne on another edition when it's not me, so we can talk to her more about her story and what she's doing. Puppy Bowl for the win. So with that being said, we're going to wrap it up. I really appreciate you guys and being here and supporting us. Again, if you haven't already, please go and subscribe. I don't know if you guys know about YouTube and the changes that they're making to YouTube, but small channels like ours that have under 1,000 subscribers are going to be cut as far as being partnered with YouTube. I mean, I don't get paid from YouTube, but I don't want to be able to lose our ability to be able to share stories and be able to be seen. So if you hadn't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do that. It's a Pageantry Now Media, and you can go back and look at all the interviews there. We've been doing this now for 2 years, and we've got a pretty substantial amount of title holders that we've had on, and you can hear their stories and hear about these fantastic things that they're doing in their communities to really make a difference. So look at them. Take a look at the videos and, you know, like them, add comments to it. We really, really are asking for that. As far as our You Now show, we are trying to get partnered, since that clearly is going to be opportunity now, and they're making it easier to be partnered. So we are one step closer to that partnership. We only have 4 more levels to be able to. We just need more people to joining us. So the more of you we get, the faster that we'll be able to move up. So when we're on, please make sure that you share us. We are on every Sunday at 5 p.m. We will be doing a special show this Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where Miss Nevada's Outstanding Teen for Las Vegas is going to be on, and she's going to tell. She was crowned last weekend, so she's going to tell us about being crowned and her journey with the Miss Las Vegas Outstanding Teen and the Miss Nevada's Outstanding Teen program. Time to recruit more crownies. You are correct, Mackenzie. Crownies for the win. Our fans. So look for the Thursday night edition. And then Saturday, I am seeing the Perfect Glamour pageant in Miami, Florida. So I will be emceeing, and we will be live streaming that. So you can watch it as it's happening. So as I make mistakes on stage, you'll be able to see it live and laugh at it. Yeah, Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we've got a show Thursday night. And then Saturday, it's Perfect Glamour International. That'll be here in Miami. I think the show starts at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we will be live streaming on our channel, so you guys can watch the whole pageant and then get to meet the winners directly after that. So that's Saturday, February 10th. So we've got a show Thursday, February 8th, and then Saturday, February 10th. We are not doing a show on February 11th. So that's I mean, unless maybe Rosanne, maybe next Sunday will be better, because there won't be as many people on. So Sunday we'll try this again. But yeah, I love when we do live events, because it's great to be able to watch the pageant, and a lot of times smaller systems don't get an opportunity to get airplay. So we go and cover it for free, and we try to be able to highlight different systems an opportunity so they can see them, because unless picked up by a network, most pasts won't get any visuals unless somebody live streams it. So look for that. And I think that's everything. Fan us, like I said, if you haven't already, look for us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Pageantry Now. And hopefully, please, no technical difficulties, Mackenzie. And since I will be on stage, I'm going to have no control over it. So it's going to be Michael that's going to be in charge of the show. So if the broadcast starts messing up, Michael's running the camera. So just be aware of that. So, oh, thumbs up. Yay. All right. I am so grateful for you guys. Thank you so much for being here. This concludes our edition of Pageantry Now for this Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, February 4th, and we look forward to you guys on Thursday. Bye, guys. Thank you so much. That's a wrap. Mike can do it. Yeah, he can do it. See you later, baby.